If you're looking for somewhere to go for a great breakfast, lunch, or dinner, Derby is the place to be, and I'm going to tell you why. Hi, I'm Stacy Olson with the Valentini team at William Rivers Real Estate, and on my channel, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about living on the Connecticut coast. Derby is a pretty small city in the state of Connecticut in the grand scheme of things, but let me tell you, it has some amazing and noteworthy restaurants. Let's take a stroll through Derby to find out what I mean. First, I'm going to start off with some breakfast options, and I have to say, AM Bagel is number one. AM Bagel actually opened in the middle of the pandemic in August of 2020. And they offer scratch-made New York-style bagels with a mix of classic and creative options. Each week, they get super creative with what they're offering. Like in the past, they've had banana chocolate chip flavored, almond pretzel, flaming hot Cheetos. I know, that must be an amazing bagel. This place is always packed. I mean, you could go there anytime and there is literally a line out the door. And if you don't get there early enough, they tend to sell out because they are so good. And this past year, they actually won Connecticut Magazine's Reader's Choice Best Bagel in Connecticut. One noteworthy thing I'd like to say about AM Bagels is that one of the owners is actually from Ukraine. And earlier this year, when everything started happening over there, they had a fundraiser to raise money to provide humanitarian aid to the victims of the war over there. So that is just truly amazing. And really the community really showed up and supported this. They did blue and yellow bagels for this fundraiser, and it was amazing. It's great to see that not only do they give back locally, but they also give back internationally. Just something to think about. Next up for breakfast, Heavenly Donuts. I know, this place has been around forever. Everybody knows Heavenly Donuts, and most folks have driven by it when they cruise down Route 34. So they host so many things for the local community. They have fundraisers for local sports teams and food drives for local shelters and food kitchens. And not only do they have great donuts and coffee, but they also have great car nights there. Pretty much as soon as the weather gets nice around here, they start to have what they call our cruise nights. Everyone shows up with their hot rods and antique cars and hangs out in the parking lot and has a great time. And anybody can stop by. It's not just for the people that are there displaying their cars. So it's always a fun night to head down there and check out all the cars. So now we're heading into the lunch/dinner menu. First, I'm going to talk about Roseland Pizza. Roseland has a cult following. This has been around since 1935, and to say the food is amazing is an understatement. Don't let the name fool you though. They don't just have great pizza, but they have great Italian food as well. I've been going there for years with my family and friends, and honestly, it's nothing fancy inside. It's in a residential neighborhood. You would easily drive by it and not even realize it's there. Many people claim Roseland has the best pizza in Connecticut. But, normally those accolades go to a couple of places that we all know in New Haven. But if anyone here is a Barstool Sports fan, they know Dave Portnoy with his one bite, everybody knows the rules bit. He went there a couple years ago and gave it a solid 8.6 out of 10. And, he's quite discerning. I think he only gave Pepe's and Sally's a 9. So this isn't far off. This pizza is amazing. And another little side note on this is that Roseland is actually the in-house pizza that Bad Sons Brewing has. Bad Sons is a brewery that's really not too far up the road on Route 34 from Roseland. And the only food they actually sell inside is Roseland pizza. I'd love to talk about how great Bad Sons Brewery is. And I have briefly talked about it in my past Derby video. But I'm thinking about doing a brewery special video coming up soon. So I'll keep all my comments about Bad Sons Brewing to myself for now, but stay tuned. Okay, another great restaurant, Do Drop In. And again, this one has a cult following. They win awards all the time. And what's so crazy about all these places is that you would drive by it on Route 34 and never even realize you were missing out. You know, it's nothing crazy to look at when you drive by. It's this tiny little building kind of tucked off on the side of the road. But they are known for their exceptional wings. They have more than 100 sauces and dry rubs. Recently, they were voted best wings in the state by Esquire magazine. You have to go online to check out their menu, but they have so many unique flavors. They have taco flavors, citrus barbecue, Jamaican jerky. They have a wasabi ranch. I mean, really, just go out there and check it out. And the best part is when you go inside, like it looks like this little hole in the wall, and you walk in and it's really nice inside. I love going there. The food is always great. And when the weather's nice, they have outdoor dining too. So if you're in the area, you definitely need to stop by for their wings. Next up, Lamacchia Polish Deli. I might be butchering that name and I apologize. I don't really know how to say it, but we always just call it the Polish Deli. This is a great option for lunch or dinner, but this is more of a grab and go kind of place. This little deli is kind of tucked right in the middle of the intersection of Route 34 and Route 8. And it's crazy traffic there, and parking can be a little nutty around there, but it's worth the stop. With all your Polish favorites like kiełbasa, pierogies, stuffed cabbage, they have cold cuts, soups, breads, and Polish pastries. You cannot go wrong. I grew up eating all of these great flavors because my mom's side of the family is Eastern European, and they make all of this stuff. This place is authentic, and you should stop by and pick up some tasty foods to bring home. So new to this list is the Quail and Ale. This is the latest addition to the Valley's restaurant and bar scene and has already gotten amazing reviews and people are talking about it. The restaurant sits in an old brewery. It has that iconic brick exterior, and back in the 1930s, it was the old New Englander ale brewing house. And now, almost a century later, the owners completely revitalized the area with this restaurant. I honestly haven't had a chance to visit yet, but it is on my list for sure. So the owners actually said that they wanted to create an intimate place with great quality food and a vintage atmosphere inspired by New York City's East Village. Okay, I'm there. And what's really great is they have a rotating menu, so every week it's something different. So be sure to head out to their Facebook page or their Instagram account to see what they're serving that week. But I'm sold. I'm going there very soon. Another great grab and go option is Maddie's Deli and Catering. Maddie's has been a staple on Route 34 since 1980. I was first introduced to Maddie's probably about 20 years ago when a friend of the family grabbed a half-steam tray of eggplant parmesan and brought it up to the house for us. Well, needless to say, it was outstanding. We were sold. And not only do they have amazing catering and grab-and-go trays, they also have a deli where you can get cold subs like an Italian combo or turkey or ham sandwiches. They have hot grinders like sausage and peppers and chicken parm. And they even do classic sandwiches like pastrami and like a nice ribeye. Needless to say, you need to stop in because anytime I've gotten food there or someone has brought food to the house, it's been phenomenal. And if all of these options aren't enough for you, there's 8 to 10 more restaurants in Derby that I didn't even get to talk about. Honestly, Derby is really becoming a destination for an amazing restaurant scene. They have been cultivating this for years. And just in general, the Valley has really been trying to redefine and revitalize that area. And with all of these great restaurants, it really attracts people. And the Valley has quickly become a great place to buy a home because they really do have more bang for their buck there. If you think you might like Derby, check out my video where I talk about all the other great things that are going on there. And as always, please reach out to me if you have any questions or if you're interested in moving to the area. I'd love to help. And until next week, have a great day.